To your left, please. Robert, please. Now that's standing up. Robert? Robert, Robert, to your left. Robert, please. Robert. Robert.
Robert?
Robert. Here, please. Yeah, please. To the left, please.
But I don't know if I can see Brussels. I looked at the sun out my window this morning, and yeah, me and my agent were discussing what the landmarks were, and I was like, I was doing a tour. I'm going like, this is the Brussels Old Church, and that's the Brussels Dome. This is so stupid. I don't know what is wrong with me.
It's really entertaining for me. So.
No, I'd love to see Brussels, but I don't know when I can. Maybe I just do all the interviews in the street. Just it's the same thing.
Fans, and I think Ashley knows Belgian fans can scream really, really loud.
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting going to new cities, because even though you've seen it, there's always slight differences between every single place. Even though there's definitely a theme at Twilight events of screaming, I think there's always you hope there's going to be something new. You think that they'll bring in some like characteristics. They'll have some like French fries with mayonnaise, and you do like, what am I talking about? I've got
I don't know.
Literally, I'm not awake yet. I think I'm still dreaming. Like, this is.
You're talking about mayonnaise.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. Yeah. I mean, it kind of does become. It does. I'm not really scared of it anymore. Like, it doesn't really overwhelm me. I have a kind of. I know where to go inside myself now, to not feel like I'm having a nervous breakdown.
I'll put it on Twitter about the mayonnaise, so expect a lot of French fries with mayonnaise later this evening.
Secret from Fair Magazine. With the success of the movie, do you fear or do you expect prequel and sequels again?
I think that's up to Stephanie Meyer, probably. I think as far as we know, we've finished up the saga, and I think we're going to put the characters to rest. But, never say never, and you never know, and I think it's kind of, if Stephanie wants to continue on writing and going off in different characters, that's certainly her prerogative. But as far as I know, I think that I'm unfortunately finished with Alice Cullen.
I think Breaking Dawn sort of ties everything up in such a balanced way. I'd be really curious if she wrote another one, what you could possibly do. Also, even the titles. I mean, it's kind of it's one time period, I guess. And yeah, Breaking Dawn, you go. The next Breaking Dawn, Breaking Dawn again.
You just said that it's hard for you to understand all the emotions of women, and that maybe because of the film, you learned it a bit better. In what way did this movie help you to understand the complexity of emotions of women and love a bit more?
I mean, I don't know if it's like too general a story. I think Bella's a very, very specific character. I think the fact that so many people connect to the books, to a story that in a lot of ways I'll look at Bella's decisions in the books and go, what are you doing? It doesn't make any sense at all. But so many people can relate to it, so I'm like, well, there's obviously a lot of credence in seemingly mad decisions. That's crazy. I'm basically saying that, like, well, I learned that a lot of women are crazy. That's a terrible answer. I don't know. I don't think it really helped me understand women at all. I think you're better off if you're trying to understand women. I mean, you should probably, I don't know, just give up.
What did you not like about filming Breaking Dawn? What was the worst part about it?
Cold weather.
There was this one period where we were shooting in this huge green screen kind of warehouse but it wasn't actually a green. It wasn't a studio. It was where they used to sell cows, and so there was so much like dust in the air and. Just having this contact in and stuff, it was the most awful experience.
Oh, the one with the fake snow?
Yeah, and they had this sort of fake snow for 2 months, doing the same scene. It got to the point where you're just going completely insane. All you could think about, like, all you could think about was green every single day. No one knew what was going on.
Hi, I'm Lynette from movienews.nl. My question is, the wedding scene is obviously one of the most important ones in the movie. What was it like to keep it a secret, or try to keep it a secret?
I mean, it was kind of, when we were shooting it, it was absolutely ridiculous. I mean, there were like people hiding in the bushes everywhere, and there were like, helicopters going. It was impossible to shoot it, and especially from as far away as the photographers were, it's a girl in a wedding dress and a guy in a tuxedo. It's like you could have guessed. I mean, it's
luckily, at least that doesn't fall on our shoulders.
Hello, it's
we don't have to.
Most weddings look pretty similar from a distance, but it was nuts. But it's amazing how people were so curious. It went insane. That was one of the most difficult parts of the shoot, because there were so many people wanting to try and break into the set or whatever.
We took our cell phones away.
Yeah, Kristen had to be put in like a sack to come back and forward from set. This one, I think Bill Condon thinks that there's more of me in this one, but I think at the beginning, Edwin and Bella, it's the first time where they're just a normal couple, and so there had to be some kind of payoff after the marriage, but like, you know, they feel comfortable with each other. And it's in all the other Twilight movies, right from the beginning, they're so fraught. There's always something terrible going on. It seems like the most awful relationship in the world in a lot of ways. But and so yeah, not a lot of Edward seemed to be liked. So I guess I just kind of played myself a bit again, I think. But I don't know if there is too much. I mean, I guess he overthinks stuff, and that's kind of, I think that's a crossover point. But there's not too much.